Alright, we're going to be taking apart the Crosman Model 781 BB gun. First, always make sure that the gun is empty and that you take it outside and discharge it. If you're having trouble with the pumping action, pull the pump all the way out and oil it right here on that O-ring, and that helps quite a bit. Don't use WD-40 or any really harsh oil. Crosman recommends Pell oil, gun oil. It also helps to have the exploded view. You can get this from Crosman.com. But there's 3 screws that are going to hold on the receivers. This screw goes all the way through. This one holds on the right receiver, and this one holds on the left receiver. Okay, so we're going to take off the back screw that goes all the way through. You can see how the back screw is much longer than the front screw. Then there's a spring right here that works with the trigger safety. Cover that with a piece of cloth, washcloth or something, and then just pull straight up on this piece. Okay, there's that spring. After a lot of jiggling, get it off. One thing you gotta watch, this metal ring will sometimes come off with the receiver piece. This is the receiver. And this gets flipped around. The spring goes right here. It tends to fly out of there. Sometimes this spring right here will break, which keeps the pump up. You got the reservoir for the BBs. Feeds up to the magazine, your magazine loading switch, and your bolt, your trigger safety. If you get your new piece, these tend to chip right here. That's hard to see. Right there where it's white, it's rounded out, and it'll feed too many BBs. So we're going to replace the receiver, put the metal ring back on there, which is going to fit right into here. See that? It's going to fit right into there. Make sure the spring's back in, the receiver hitch is back, or the magazine loading switch is back in. This pin also has to fit in here. Just jiggle it in there a little bit. Then your trigger safety, you have to get in here and push it towards the front. Just pop back on there. I'll leave this screw out. I'm going to do the other side. Same process, take out the screw. Watch out for that spring. And this one, same thing, make sure that metal ring doesn't get lost. It needs to go back in here. And to get it off, you can pry underneath here a little bit. Get it loosened up. Come off. Okay. You may want to lubricate your bolt right here. Make it a little easier to cock. Get the spring back in, the trigger safety. Make sure this is seated down on this pin.
Switch.
And the trigger safety gets lined back up. Put your screw back in. Helps you turn backwards half a turn so it seats into those plastic threads. Flip it over. Oops, hit that. Magazine loading switch, make sure the pin, single pin, is towards the muzzle and the two prongs are towards the butt of the gun. Squeeze them together, flip it over. Remember, you're driving a metal screw into plastic threads. So don't get carried away and push too hard or turn too hard. You don't want to cross thread it. And there you go. It's all back together. Take it outside and test fire it.